And hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. This is Small Screen Spoiler starting here in just a couple of moments. All right. Now count to about 30, and then hit the button on Alpha Geek.
Did you know that the Small Screen Spoiler Show is live?
Oh. I did not know that the Small Screen Spoiler Show was live, Jazz. Where could people find it if they wanted to talk with us?
Geek-io.net. You can find our chat there. Chitty chat.
All right.
Is that my robot voice that I hear echoing?
Yeah, Raul's gonna mute himself, and then we will stop hearing ourselves.
Okay, that's fine. That's just weird.
Success. Hello, Alpha Geek.
Yeah! We are on Alpha Geek. All right. So then, we are going to go ahead and start this shindig.
Shindig?
Here.
In
Yeah.
the channel.
Raul's going to mute himself and go away because he doesn't want to talk.
Who doesn't want to talk?
Raul.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit the button right here in a 5, a 4, 3.
Warning. Listener caution is advised. The following broadcast contains bad language, and bad grammar, and probably bad spelling, which is frankly an achievement for audio content.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io. This is the Small Screen Spoiler Show, where we discuss and spoil your favorite television shows. So if you have not watched what we're discussing, you might want to come back later. This is your final
spoiler warning!
I got to warn you. You're doomed to stay.
Uh-oh. What just happened?
No idea. Maybe his power went out or something. Small Screen Spoiler Show. Excuses for the technical difficulties.
I don't know what happened to CJ. He poofed away.
Anything?
Oh, he's back.
You know what's incredibly helpful? Not closing the browser window. Hi, everybody. This is the Small Screen Spoiler Show. Your Small Screen Spoiler Show, episode number 47, also known as our Season 2 season finale. Dun, dun, dun. Nope. That's not supposed to play yet. I am, of course, CJ. What on God's crusty pie boat? And that guy over there is the one, the only, the inevitable Jared. It's not a hunch. It's science. A science hunch. As Vito.
Totes science hunch. I hunched all the
Yeah.
sciences. And it felt good.
Oh,
Or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. And of course, audio content is provided by our invisible third chair, Daryl, Ziggy Stardust kind of vibe, Shaler. Didn't we do that one already, or that one just the one because we didn't?
We were gonna use it, and that's the one where we didn't end up recording. So I
Oh,
saved
yeah.
it because I thought you would want it.
Wait,
I saved
was
it for
that
you, bro.
episode 45 or 6 or I put up 45 and 46.
No, it's the one that you didn't make it because of
Right. Yeah.
situations.
So, Daryl, Ziggy Stardust kind of vibe, Shaler. And our special guest producer is our Dale in training, Raul Rastahulk Garza. He's not going to talk, but you know, I want to introduce him anyway.
Not even introduce yourself.
I could talk
Oh, there he goes. Hi, Raul.
behind the Geek.io logo, and there I go.
And now he's gone again.
Yeah,
That's
he's
all
gone.
you're gonna get,
Alright.
people. So I hope you
That's fine.
appreciated it.
That's fine. So on this, our final regular. By the way, can I just state that I am happy that I'm going to be able to redo the intro for next season.
I don't know. I didn't
I'm,
hear the intro. It kind of cut off in the middle there.
I'm my weird, somehow magical bathroom type recording that I didn't mean to do, that I somehow did it, and my
Hey,
off
it's cool.
sync go, which was supposed to work together but never did, and
Always upward and onward.
indeed, bigger, better things.
Ever improving.
Oh, bigger and better things. What are we discussing on this, our season finale?
On this, the season finale, we're talking about the season finale of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're going to cover the last 4 episodes. Episode 19, Failed Experiments. Episode 20, Emancipation. Episode 21, Absolution. It's very ominous. And episode 22, Ascension.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because they like one word
So-
for the last ones.
Yeah, yeah, right. They got failed experiments out, and then just like, you know what? F it. We're just gonna.
Daredevil wants to have like 10-word titles for their last 2 episodes. We're only going to have 1-word episodes.
Stop it. That was
Everything okay over there? Is your computer talking back to you?
Yeah, right. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here with, of course, the one and only Daryl Shaler with covering of episode 19, Failed Experiments.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Failed Experiments. You remember that time when Tahiti was a big mystery, and then we found out about the alien blood used to bring people back from the dead, and we got our first look at that dead Kree, a 9-foot-tall CGI Mr. Blooniverse? Man, it was going to be cool when we got to see the living, breathing Kree warriors. It was going to be a spectacle worthy of the MCU. Well, balls to that idea, because they showed up this week looking like pastel blue rejects from the first season of Stargate SG-1. In a world where a lower-budget show like Supergirl can pull off a CGI Martian Manhunter on screen, this lack of ambition is really kind of shitty. You can do better, S.H.I.E.L.D. And I want to mention something about Fitzsimmons, since I've actually seen these episodes. If they've killed off Simmons, past tense, I will stop watching this show. They threw in a line the other week about how Hive can control Inhumans and dead people, and the episode ended with, "Your hands are cold. If she's dead, I quit." Screw that. Oh, and Apocalypse Hive turned out to be a good name, not only because he has magic sand powers, but he was also the first mutant, Inhuman, whatever. Funny.
He is the
I like it. I like it. Well, I like my Daryl comments one of 2 ways. Either I'm caught up with the show and I'm actually going to give good commentary on it, or like Gotham, where he's never actually seen the show at all.
This one was also fun because he hadn't watched the finale yet when he recorded this. So
Well, it's because we were supposed to do this like 3 weeks ago. So.
whoopsie.
So, yeah. Failed experiment.
Failed experiments. Yeah, Hive wants to make Inhumans. So we got the other smart Irish guy to come in and and try and make more Inhumans out of humans.
Give me Inhumans.
But they melted. It's terrible.
Yeah. Very visibly. Like, that's the reason why they couldn't afford really good Krees.
That's why the Kree looks so bad, Daryl. Is because they wasted all their budget on melting people.
Yeah, melting people, literally. That costs a lot of money, Daryl.
That Hive effect where he eats the flesh off the bones and then melting people. It's expensive, man. They spend all their CGI budget on that. So we got blue-painted professional wrestlers in funny costumes and big swords for Kree.
Yes.
And I didn't have a problem with it. It was fine with me.
No.
I didn't really even notice it until Daryl pointed it out. So thanks for
Different
ruining
races,
it for me,
Daryl.
Daryl.
Quit being racist. Daryl being
What do you got
racist.
against blue people, huh? These were ancient
Right?
Kree.
Not all blue people look the same, Daryl. Jeez.
These Kree have been in stasis for like a couple millennia, so maybe
Exactly.
you know.
Shrinkage happens.
maybe the current Kree are bigger than the older Kree. maybe.
I mean, just look at I mean, the Kree in freaking Guardians of the Galaxy look different. Pie Maker, the Accuser, looked different than General What's His Nuts.
Yeah, this is true. Actually, the Kree in this episode kind of looked like the Kree that she's talking to when they're arguing about the treaty. Nova Prime
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
he looks kinda
Colonel
like that. He
What's-
looked like that Kree. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't either. I just remember Pie Maker, the Accuser.
He's the only Kree we care about. Maybe there's just different Kree. Maybe
Exactly.
these are a more pastel Kree.
Freaking
They're not
racist.
as tall. They're a little more chubby, but
It's dwarf
they're,
Kree.
the dwarf Kree are 6'2".
Yeah, exactly. It's like with the smallest hill giant is still like 7'2".
Yeah, could happen.
Exactly. So, geez, Daryl, freaking racist.
Oh yeah. So Hive has his little town of Inhumans in
Yep.
his lab.
Happy and human.
Daisy's hanging out.
Gambit's
all,
hanging out.
brainwashed.
Magneto's there.
Magneto is there?
I think it's to be assumed that he's there, but he's expensive and actually works. So, you know. Can't have him in every episode, plus his powers are expensive.
Are you talking about Metal Melty Man?
No, Chairman Magneto.
Oh. Okay, gotcha. I can never remember his actual character name.
Gunn!
You got to say the chairman, then I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Chairman Magneto. As opposed to Aussie Gambit. Melty Man.
Yeah. But I had Fitz and Simmons post exciting events of the Event Horizon.
Yep. They were adorable.
Having a little one-upping each other. It's like, yeah, well, I had to do this with Hive. It's like, yeah, well, I had to do this with Hive. It's like, well, you didn't have the disgusting face of Grant Ward pretending to be your ex-boyfriend. Okay, yeah, you
Kinda
had it worse
win.
than me. Okay, you win.
Yeah, I mean, this episode obviously was hey, we're kind of drawing to the finale, so this is just a bridge episode. Hey, you get the Kree, now everybody can shut up. Hey, remember, there's still Kree here.
There's some Kree, because in case of emergency, call the Kree.
In
Now
case
we
of
need Kree blood.
emergency, break Kree blood button.
we got this mysterious ball thing, and it's just to call the Kree. And
Yeah.
Hive was apparently worried about it, but they killed them pretty
Hive.
surprisingly easily.
Yeah, right? He was so scared of them, and then actually, yeah, just like, all right, I'm done with these guys. Moving on.
Well, screw it, I'll tear his heart out. Because
I did
can.
kind of like. I liked the fight scene between them, though. It seemed. My freaking mouse keeps dying. I need to get new batteries, and it's bothering me.
Stay strong.
Where's my mouse? There it is.
Just don't close the browser.
Yeah, right. So I mean, this episode was just obviously the stretching to get to 22 episodes one. It just kind of felt. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. It was just moving stuff along. We got Hive's.
It's got an
plan.
8.5 on IMDb, which I think is a bit high.
Yeah, probably. We got introduced to Hive's plan. I want to make Inhumans out of humans, and we're gonna do all this stuff, and that's why the Doctor is here, and Daisy's brainwashed for sure.
This is leading into the final arc. It's simple as that.
Got some Kree. Shield tried to stop them. Did successfully stop them by, evaporating a Kree.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Dusting.
did indeed evaporate Kree, which was cool.
Evaporated Kree.
Hey, guess what, Daryl? They don't look the same when they're evaporated either.
No, they ash up just like everybody else.
Mac, again, I've written down here, Mac still being the best thing on this entire show.
He's awesome.
And then I put Fitzsimmons, also
and
best
Daisy.
thing.
Yeah, Fitzsimmons' best thing. Daisy's the worst.
Yeah, Brainwash Daisy is just not good. Like, Daisy was just starting to get good, and then this happened, and it's
Yeah. And then you
Come
almost
on.
killed. Then you almost killed Mac, and you're dead to me. You just need
Yeah,
to get
right.
out.
It's like they keep pressing a button here, and it's not very well pushed.
But more on Daisy later.
Yeah. May May also is still just fantastic. She didn't get much in this episode, but I put down here May is awesome.
She is. She did her little sassy thing to Gambit man.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She spied him, and then beat the crap out of him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she was catfishing him, and then just like beat the ever living crap.
I think that's catfishing, but
Whatever you hipster millennials say.
am I a hipster millennial? I mean, you're
I don't
younger
know.
than me.
Are you?
I think you're.
I'll
the
go
millennial.
get my I'll go get my fedora. It's up in my closet.
It's fine. We're both millennials. It's fine. We can accept it.
Yes.
We're just not hipsters. I don't think.
No, well, I accept the fact that I'm a hipster. I have 2 Keurigs. I have a fedora. I shop pretty much specifically at Starbucks.
Live at Starbucks. Oh,
know,
I don't know.
I've
Hipsters
kind
don't
of
they
adopted it.
normally-
I'm not quite as hipster as Dale when he was here, who was dressing as like super metrosexual hipster. So I mean, there's that. I say that because he's in the chat.
Yeah, waiting for a response from Dale.
Delay.
And then,
I mean, I don't have much to say about this episode.
No, that's pretty much all I get. I mean, I had a note about red shirts, but they never actually died, so they turned out not to be.
Yeah, right. I did like the puts on sparkly hat. Thanks, Dale. I did like the. I wonder if we should be wearing red shirts. All right, cool. Yay, that was funny. Oh wait, nobody died. They've been like poking at that the entire season though. Somebody's gonna die. Somebody's gonna die. Hey, Daisy's vision. Somebody's gonna die.
No, I was talking more about just the random characters that suddenly showed up as they were, getting ready to storm the city. It's like, who are these people? It's like red shirts. They didn't actually die.
Red shirts.
Never mind. They didn't die. Carry on.
American Metro. Yes, you are.
Super American Metro.
Yeah. It was like, for those who are about to die, I salute you. Oh, nobody actually died. That's kind of sad. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on.
Just get into our Civil War connection.
Yeah, right. Here's episode 20. What does Daryl have to say about it?
Emancipation, we get the big Civil War tie-in episode. Wait, hold on, something's just being handed in to me. Sorry, due to budgetary constraints, the Civil War tie-in will be limited to a conversation and some mild character motivation on Petrelle's part. Indeed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We got a news story.
Yeah, it was not as bad. It wasn't what I was hoping it would be, which was turn level.
No.
But it was better than the Age of Ultron tie-in.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you remember that helicarrier in Age of Ultron? Totes us. Okay. I wish.
All right. Yeah. So I mean,
Cool.
it's better than that, but it's still. I mean, I was because I mean they touched on what I wanted them to touch on, which was, hey, are the Inhumans going to be included in the Sokovian Accords? Which they are, but
Yes.
not really-ish. Possibly, maybe not. I don't know. I think they're supposed to be, but nobody actually cares enough.
No. And after all the events, of Civil War, really care about the Accords and want to enforce them.
Yeah, right.
Even Iron Man now is like, that was kind of a bad idea. I don't think this worked out. But yeah, we got the Accords and we got a newspaper article with, death of Agent Carter.
Yeah, the official cancellation notice to Agent Carter.
Phil Coulson, gave a little tear and they were my heroes. Peggy Carter and Captain America. No more.
I do like how they did give the nobody has seen Captain America.
Nope. He just disappeared. Where could he be?
Yeah, maybe that very public king of Wakanda, and then all of a sudden he disappears and Steve Rogers disappears. Huh? Why is everybody in this universe a bad reporter? Follow your leads, goddammit.
American mainstream news. Come on.
This
Don't
is
fix that
8.7 on IMDb for Emancipation, and yeah, still a little high. I did like this a hell of a lot better than I liked episode 19, though. With that being said, episode 19 was just very meh, and this is a little bit better than a meh. Nichols says the Age of Ultron tie-in made his eyes roll super hard. This is coming from a person who doesn't actually watch the show. So you know it was bad when a person who doesn't even watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like rolls his eyes when we mention the fact that it's like, oh yeah, there's an Age of Ultron tie-in.
See, we tied it in. We totally tied it in. I think the
yeah.
show just kind of like intended to be more of, you know, the tying connective tissue between the TV world and the movie world, but
But
then
with
the
the
first
two
season,
factions and Marvel fighting at each other, it's kind of hard for them to be
yeah.
like the.
And in the
and
first
that's what-
season they were, and then the next two seasons they kind of.
But that's before Feige and dude, what runs the television side of things started fighting. We had in season 2 we had a new head of television production for Marvel, and basically he hates Kevin Feige, and so they started fighting, and that's when all the cool tie-ins stopped happening. That's when you stopped having Sif come around. That's when you stopped having all of these awesome things happen.
Well, that's no good.
Basically, they're like, and that's kind of the reason why nobody appeared in Age of Ultron, because basically Kevin Feige, who is apparently a very easygoing guy, this other dude, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. This other dude apparently pissed him off enough to say, you know what, fine, we won't have your Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in our next Avengers movie because you're being a dick.
Oh. That's fine. Can I just have some more Agent Carter? Would that be okay? No, I can't have that. Okay, that's okay.
No, you cannot have any more Agent Carter.
I'll just go cry. I'll just go somewhere and cry.
But that's what I mean. A little bit of peek behind the curtain. That's what happened. Basically, yes, it's the same company, but there's two factions basically handling it, and it's like they're butting heads. And Kevin Feige makes enough money to afford to run small countries off of his movies, and the other dude runs, I think, actually a full part of Disney. So like he's not gonna go anywhere.
Come on, dudes, work it out. Just hug it out, bro. Hug it out.
You can too.
Indeed. So
I've heard that
just
there's
have a bunch of
more talks,
yeah,
but I mean, that's also the reason why the Inhumans thing got pushed back, because dude,
that's
what
where I
runs
heard about
television
it. That's
kind of
right.
thing.
That's why the
is
Inhumans
like-
got pushed back.
Yep, that's yeah, it's exactly what happened, and I'm afraid of what that's going to mean for Infinity War if they don't work their crap out. Come on, guys, you literally running a money printing machine here. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., if you pulled in more elements from the movies, having middling meh reviews won't happen. Just look at what happened after season 1. You pulled in aspects from the movies, and all of a sudden, oh my god, this is one of the best things on television. That stopped happening, and it's...
And we're back to meh again. Sorry, spoiler alert for the rest of my discussion of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You're not wrong, with the exception I liked the finale, but yeah, for the most part, just kind of...
Yeah, I mean, the two-part finale, it was exciting. It was at least fun to watch.
I actually have a full page of paper here. I'm not going to put...
Whoa.
Yeah,
for this
full-
episode, all I have is a bunch of quotes. And I don't know. And they're all out of context, so I don't know.
All right,
any of them.
read your quotes from episode 20. What do we got here?
All right, first one is 2,000 Years of Darkness Evil, which I believe they were talking about Hive.
Yep.
Yeah. A beer and some faith.
That was Mac and Yo-Yo talking.
Oh,
beer.
Mac and Yo-Yo.
And you need a beer, and you need some faith.
Fry the mustache off your face.
Yeah,
So I
that was
guess,
awesome.
I guess
Lincoln and
Talbot had-
Talbot were great together, man.
Oh, that's right. Talbot showed up at the base and was checking.
Yeah, because he
everything
went down the undercover brother shoot that they had, lights and fans, and
Except theirs actually did really fast.
and that's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, hey, they're getting good use out of the undercover brothers set again.
Just gotta make sure. So yeah, we had Talbot running around. It's like we gotta register the Inhumans, and Coulson's like, no, we're not gonna do that. It's like, but you have to. Okay.
And then,
No.
by the way, I freaking hated Daisy in this one. It's like, oh yeah, remember Daisy used to be a super hacker. Hey, look, she can hack things again. Remember that was a thing.
Yeah,
Remember?
we got server time fun
Nobody liked her.
with Fitzsimmons and Mac all hanging out in the server room, rerouting
Yeah.
stuff.
Mac the
Excited
IT guy. That was great.
Crap. She keeps getting in different ways.
Yeah, Mac does everything. Poor Mac. I need to pick up a new battery for my mouse. It's really starting to piss me off here.
Fun. And I got MacGyver, not Firestarter.
Yeah, because Lincoln was like, and Sky was, or Daisy's like, hey, I can get you out of there. We'll have to MacGyver our way out. Okay, I can do this. And he pulls open the panel. His electricity shoots his hand from his hand. No, I said MacGyver, not Firestarter.
Look at you remembering all these.
I just
quotes.
watched it yesterday.
Oh, okay. See, this was like 2 weeks ago for me, so it's not exactly fresh. Now, the Pretty
No,
Ugly.
My week last week was
talking
eaten up by
about-
Daredevil. So like,
Yeah.
all right, what
Yeah,
else? You got?
Pretty Ugly Muffins. That was the Inhuman primitives or whatever they called
Yep.
them. So I
Yeah,
remember
the
that
primate,
one.
whatever. Yeah.
I'm not
Proto
not the Inhuman Whisperer, which I think was New Doctor, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
that was the Doctor. That was the
I
other.
really should remember his name because he
other-
looks like he's going to be playing an important part in season 4. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, right.
And then finally, the good part of this episode. You have to do the whole Daisy breaking Lincoln out of the shield base and flying him away. Then the plane lands and opens up, and they pulled the old Lash switcheroo.
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
Heck yes. Watching him beat the
Rostahol,
crap out of
busted
Hyde. And then he cured Daisy. It's like, oh, cool, sweet. So that's how they're gonna do this. Oh no, they just killed Lash. Dang it!
Just proving
like-
how like Gambit he is. Like that power shouldn't do that. I mean, he was able to take bullets and everything like that, and like, yeah, just showing that it's not just explosive powers. That he is legitimately just a complete ripoff of Gambit. Gambit in the comics and on some of the television shows has thrown his cards through Wolverine's adamantium skeleton. So, I mean, yeah, he's Gambit. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Oh man,
Dale, you're the worst intern ever.
why can't you get me more batteries?
I need batteries. My mouse is officially dead. Fuck. It's gonna suck. Hold on, I gotta switch my coffee over so I can mouse over here with this. This is so weird.
AOE
My left hand. Where's my mouse?
Where's what mouse? What? What AOE tie-in are you talking about, Dale? AOE? Age of
I'm
Extinction?
guessing I'm at AOU.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Age
no,
of
that's AOA. I don't
Age of
know.
Ultron would be AOU. AOE. All I can think is Age of Extinction, which is a terrible, terrible movie. So. I've tried to
It
forget.
was fun. It was fun. You got to watch Freedom Punches.
I'd rather drink a Freedom Punch.
How about drink a donkey punch? Ask Budlong on that one.
Indeed. And then the episode ended with Mac getting the necklace. The old
Yep.
necklace.
And I'm
Passing
like,
around.
God, don't you freaking dare. I will leave this show. I have literally just fallen in love with Mac. Don't you dare do this to me. You freaking Whedon show. Don't you dare.
So we got Mac and Yo-Yo. And Yo-Yo is like the best new character they brought on. She's
Right?
awesome. It's like she has the necklace.
Lots
Oh
of
no.
them.
Oh no, she gave it to Mac. Crap.
Stop! No! No! I was watching this with Rachel, and I know she's listening live, and I'm probably gonna get a text message here in about a minute when this catches up with her. I was like, I literally stand up. I go, "Don't you fucking dare kill Mac! I will leave the show. If Mac, Fitz, or Simmons die, so help me, I'm out."
Yeah. I wasn't too worried. Like I felt like that was definitely a mislead.
They're gonna go back to the same well, killing the
Plus, you know,
black guy again.
they're not gonna kill the black guy again. Come on. Surely not.
All right, so let's go ahead and head on into the season finale, shall we?
So the next episode where Mac drops the necklace and Fitz puts it in his pocket, I'm like, don't you dare.
Right?
Don't you
Freaking
dare.
A. All right, what does Daryl have to say about the season finale of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
And in the last 2 episodes, it all happens. Hive has nukes now and a virus that turns people into zombie-silent sex dolls. He's finally an Avengers-level threat, and it causes Team Iron Man to regroup to put an end to him once and for all. Coulson and Fury shoot it out. May and Black Widow kick ass in matching spandex. And I know I made fun of their cheap Blue Man Group dropouts the other week, but to see Shake and Bake fighting alongside Iron Man, Ant-Man, and the Vision this week shows they were saving their money for something other than some 8 seconds of inexplicable CGI squid head alien, because that would have been shit. Really though, the spectacle of the carrier going into low Earth orbit to save the day, amazing. You probably can't tell, but I do actually still love this show. I really do. I just spent a lot of time telling people it was going to get better, and then it got better, and then this season happened. And they did a weird, annoying J.J. Abrams Battlestar Galactica style time jump at the end, so maybe next season will be different at least. I do wonder if Mac will have lost an eye.
There's the text from Rachel. That's what that bling was, by the way. Yeah, basically. That's what she said. Yeah, so all right, Daryl summed it up. We don't have to go on. Let's go on to the into the next part of the show.
I don't know.
right.
I really love Yo-Yo, but I think my other favorite characters are Ronald and Ronald 2. Like, those are great.
Yeah, Ronald and Ronald too. I'm gonna call you
Right,
Ronald.
I'm gonna
and I'm
call you
gonna
Ronald.
Ronald.
I'm gonna call you Ronald 2.
I really like. I really like. I said I love the creepy Hydra Doctor. That's my first note. Is I love the creepy Hydra Doctor.
He's not Hydra. He's just. Is he?
No, he was Hydra.
Was he?
He was Hydra. Yeah.
thought
So
he was
once again,
just-
we have a leader of Hydra leading Shield. Oh, spoiler. Sorry. Was it this episode or next episode that we had the Dollhouse intro? I think it was this episode.
The Dollhouse intro. The Dollhouse.
Yeah, where like it jumps ahead super far in the future, and then it jumps back, and then it jumps forward in the future, and then jumps back again. And you need to
the
watch
beginning of
Dollhouse.
This episode was like I'm hearing myself. Was Sky or Daisy's dream, where they're on Maveth and the little thing, and she's trying to hack something together, and everyone died, and it's all your fault. And then she wakes up.
Oh yeah. That was the Dollhouse intro.
Okay.
Where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna show everybody die, and then nobody actually dies. That just shows you. By the way, I believe the person who wrote this is Jeb Whedon, who is the writer of all of Dollhouse. So that came as no surprise to me whatsoever. Either that or his wife, who also did the writing on Dollhouse. Either way, this was a very Dollhouse episode.
I should watch more
Making
Dollhouse.
you feel feels with science. I don't know what I meant with that one. Making
Feels
you
of science.
feel feels with science.
You talking about like the Fitz and Simmons moment? They're like sciencing, but she's like distracted trying to plan a vacation for them.
Oh yeah.
It's like what?
And then I put
It's
OMG
like-
Fitzsimmons, so kawaii. I hope they don't die.
I don't know. They played that hard though, which made me feel
Yeah.
better. 'Cause they played it so hard. I was like, okay, they're good.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, but
it
you're
was
not the
very much
romantic
so like
one.
Hawkeye and Age of Ultron. Like
Yeah.
they went so hard on that.
We're
It's like,
planning this
hey,
vacation.
but-
After
hey,
this
look,
is all
it's the
over.
cross
We're gonna have happy times. Okay, that's great. And then he picks up the cross necklace and puts it in his pocket. Like, man, F you, show. Don't you dare.
at that point, I realized it was just a dumb MacGuffin, and I'm like, and I put that in notes. I said, hey, look, it's the cross MacGuffin again.
Do. Where's it gonna end up? Who is going to die?
I liked Hive spasming out and freaking out. That was kind of fun.
Oh yeah, the brain scrambling thing with the Tahiti machine was.
Yeah, that was
was well played. Good job.
Yeah, that was very good. And actually, by the way, dude, what plays Ward? Bravo on actually getting some acting chops for this one episode.
I know. Hive has been so boring. Which is the main problem with the second half of the season is Hive
Ward
is
has been
freaking boring. He's not interesting.
Really? Ward is just a bad, like, the guy who plays Ward is just a bad actor. Like, seriously.
I don't know about that. I mean, you know, the end of season 1 and into season 2, he had some good stuff. It's just
Not really.
like season 3 is like
Not
they just
really.
don't do with him anymore. Like they just should have let him
Yeah,
go.
like, a lot of season 3 was just like, we want to do a whole lot of stuff, but, again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. 1, budgets, and 2, crap, we can't do anything with the movies.
Can we have Inhumans? Can that be us?
I
You're gonna go ahead
honestly
and play
think
that.
that they were going to. They had so much build up to do a lot more, but it's just like, all right, crap. We have to wind these up because budgets aren't going to be the same for next year, and also we can't do anything to tie in with the movies really. So, yay, go mediocre season.
Hooray!
I said, don't kill Mac. Don't you effing kill Mac. So help me, I will leave if you kill Mac.
Scrambled his brains, and they caught Hive in the gel matrix, and that was too easy. It was way too easy.
Yeah. I'm
There's
surprised
another hour.
anybody think that's like, really? You really think that it was that easy? Though it was
No.
pretty cool to watch him get caught like that, though. It was very
Yeah, it
cartoony
was-
and very it was absurd, and I wanted to see that. Like, I liked the
Like straight up Wile E. Coyote trap.
exactly, and that's why it was great.
I like that Yo-Yo got to participate.
Yeah.
One more Yo-Yo.
Yay, yo-yo. Yeah, and that's all I have for episode 21.
Well, I got a couple more. Let's see. Daisy in her withdrawals, locking herself in a room, being all emo and crying to herself.
Though
I said,
they did that, though.
Huh?
They got that right with the way that they described Hive's powers. It's basically coming off the greatest high you've ever felt.
Oh yeah,
Because all he's doing is triggering pleasure sensors and reward centers of the brain all the time. So actually, they scienced that right. Like, she was coming off the greatest high of all time.
yeah. I'm not dissing the science part of it. I was just gonna say that she could have really used a good Punisher yelling in that moment.
Yeah, right?
But she
Kicks
got
down
Mac,
the door.
yeah. But she got Mac hugs instead, and that works pretty much as well. So
Yeah. And Mac hugged.
hugged it out of her. I hug Mac. Hug me, man.
Yeah, right? I'd love to hug Mac, man.
Them
He
arms,
seems like the
man.
kind of guy that would just hug you all the time. It'd just be the greatest hug of all time.
Mac, the greatest hugger.
Here's to you, Mr. Greatest Hugger of all time.
And I can't remember the situation, but like Fitz and Simmons are doing something, and she's like, "Well, when we get done with this, I'm going to like rock your world or whatever." And we got
Yeah,
the,
right? Like,
the
whoa.
and the Fitz stutter
Alright.
like ba ba da ba ba ba. Oh, the Fitz stutter. That's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But then she was like talking about some science thing, not what he thought, but she's not the romantic. But I still love the Fitz stutter. I want the Fitz stutter all the time.
Yeah, right.
And that's it. We
Yeah.
can move on to episode 22 because it goes straight in to episode 22.
Yeah. Unless you watched it on ABC.com and then you had to annoyingly load up episode 22 separately.
Well, there is that, yeah. I did have to do that. But they gave them to us at the same time.
Yeah, true. I'll give you that. Still getting used to this whole cord cutter thing. I'm not quite used to it yet.
But how'd you get on ABC.com? We need to talk.
Yeah. Mac hugs equals best hugs, and he is hella easy on the eyes, says Rachel.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
they
he's
said
a
it.
very, very attractive black man.
Yeah. It was like it's lucky
Yeah, he's a
said-
very
he said-
attractive man. Like he is very easy on the eyes.
That's why Yo-Yo
Um,
can't get enough of the Mac.
Right? Once you go Mac, you never go anything but Mac.
So yeah, I guess crazy runs in the family with Daisy.
Yeah, right?
Dad's crazy. Mom's crazy. I'm crazy too. Crazy. We're all crazy here. We're
I
all
put Chekhov
mad here.
in this, by the way. There's my
Chekhov's
first
what?
note. Chekhov's
What?
Daisy. I'm not entirely sure what I meant by that one, but, I'm just going to go with it.
That works for me. Oh. So we got a fun fight between Daisy and Hive after she couldn't be
Yeah.
reassimilated.
Basically, it was the fight between Purple Man and Jessica Jones.
But with, superpowers. Well, I guess that's
Visible superpowers.
Yeah. Super
Not
speed
just
and fighting
punching.
and
Yes,
earthquakes.
Rage Daisy was fun, though. Ragequake was alright.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Seeing her
Yeah.
just unload like her entire arsenal, that was actually pretty damn cool.
Yes. Yes, Shield. We like to see superpowered people use their superpowers. Imagine
Right?
that.
Exactly. Show us the money, seriously, Like,
The money's expensive, okay? We can only do it in certain spots. You'll have to wait for the finale. Give you the mid-season finale.
yeah,
Maybe the
Squid,
premiere.
yeah, including Squid Face there, which was really unneeded. Oh,
What
Hollow
was
Coulson
that?
was also cool. But Hollow Coulson, love it.
Oh, yeah. Coulson doing... And letting Coulson be the Coulson that we love.
Right?
Doing a cool
Not
thing,
like
and then
stick in the
making
mud,
a-
Coulson.
Yeah, and then making a Star Wars reference at the end.
Right? Yeah,
Always wanted
this
to.
this is what I want. I mean, this is actually this episode, episode 22, is a good Shield episode. And I know they could do it the entire season. They did it with season 2, which was actually like 80% very good. So, like... damn it, Yo-Yo, why you gotta be like that when she got shot by taking
Yeah.
the bullets for Mac?
It's cool. They did some blowtorch surgery and it was fine.
Yeah, right?
Holy crap.
Like, oh, this is not going to end well.
no, I want Mac to
I like-
do it. So now Mac's the doctor too.
Yeah, Dr. Mac
Dr. Mac. It's Mac and the
Dr. Mac
blowtorch.
deals with hugs.
No, Dale, not Mac and cheese, Mac and Yo-Yo.
Yeah, Mac and Yo-Yo, much better.
Focus.
I do like. I put down Electric Company, which is a great nickname for Lincoln. Science hunch. Is it? Oh, poor Chairman Magneto died.
Yeah. Fitz straight jack that dude.
Yeah,
You're not
right.
gonna see
Like,
it coming. Pow pow. Oh, told you wouldn't see it coming.
yeah, he pulled a Quicksilver on that one. Like, also that gun tech was awesome, man. I want that more. Like, just give us more of that. Give us
Invisible
more of
guns.
everything in this episode.
Yes.
Everything in this episode was pretty damn good.
These were fun times. People quipping, cool tech, superpower fights. Hive was still boring and Daisy was still annoying, but it's okay. We had cool stuff going on around them.
Yeah, Coulson being dad jokes. Coulson's dad jokes were great too. I have a few secrets up my sleeve, and he pulls up his arm and starts doing HUD stuff on his arm. Like, hey, cool, they're paying off that tech that they stole earlier in the season, and also, yay, dad jokes! Which made me happy.
And on the poor red shirts that got turned into inhuman primitives or whatever they were. And
Yeah.
though I have to say I really liked Necktie Ronald. Like he was great. There's something about the one like primitive dude like walking around in a full suit. Name tag. Necktie Ronald. I want that action figure.
That was great, exactly. I said this,
Daryl will live forever.
and then of course, we finally got the real shotgun axe. So not only do we have Dr. Mac, we have Engineer Mac as well, who is able to put together two functional things and still make another functional thing.
Of course, shotgun axe.
Finally. Like,
Working on this all season.
yeah, right. I said it as a joke that was probably improv in that one episode, and just like all of a sudden I couldn't get it out of my head. So hey, look, I made a shotgun axe. I just hope it makes it back next season. Like,
Well, it has to. Come on, continuity, man, continuity.
yeah, right. There's now just I want him to open up his gun closet and all of it be shotgun axes or varying guns with axes attached to them. Like I want the 9mm axe. I want the RPG axe. Like I want this entire suite of weapons. I want the Punisher's closet with all of them with axes attached to them.
Minigun that shoots axes. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm okay with this.
And this is where I almost stabbed my pen through my paper. Great. Lincoln is fucking Jesus. That is so heavy-handed.
Yeah, that imagery was a little over the top.
Not only just the imagery, they flat out said, "Oh no, he died for all of us." Like,
All of us.
seriously.
Like, really, you're sacrificing yourself for them? They are human. They are just humans, after all.
Exactly. Like you just straight up went like Jesus Christ Superstar.
Not let the cross necklace float through the sky and explode.
Exactly. It was so Jesus Christ Superstar. It was ridiculous.
Oh, Lincoln. What a waste. I kept hoping it was Daisy. It's like, yes, let it be Daisy.
No, she's like the lead person. I kind of felt in the last episode it was going to be Lincoln. I didn't expect him to go full Christ on it though.
Never go full Christ.
I will give them props on the realistic space explosion though, where it was just poof. Because there's no oxygen in space. Things can't explode in space. So I'm glad they didn't do boom. I'm glad it was just poof.
Poof. I mean, it was
Cool, groovy, awesome, realistic space explosions. Yes.
Bye, Lincoln. Sorry.
And finally, yes, Hive is dead.
Hive is dead. Ward is dead. He's exploded in space. He's
A
freaking
nuclear explosion
dead.
and in space. Like, there's like a nuclear explosion, ship explosion, and in space. There better be no freaking way to bring this asshole back from the dead again.
Just let him go, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We've had enough of him.
Just let him go. He's done. He's dead. We're good.
More Grant Ward.
And then I did feel bad for Daisy though, and I put down here, "Oh my God, feels" in very big letters.
I don't know. All the ugly cry face that Daisy did, it's like, really?
I actually
it just
felt
wasn't.
for her. It was more so everybody else. Like seeing once again, every
Yeah.
time Mac looks just a little bit upset, it just crushes your soul.
Yeah,
And
that's
even
true.
like, and
Mac made
then
me feel sad.
Fitz and Simmons like looking very upset. Even May, like, oh, all these people, and then there's Daisy.
There's Daisy. Ugly cry facing. Like, I don't know, because they just didn't spend much time fleshing out their relationship, and they started to flesh out Lincoln's character, but they didn't really. I don't know. I didn't get feels.
His power was
Yeah.
too expensive, and again, it was the ancillary characters that made me feel like
And then, yeah, and then
everybody
they,
else would actually have emotional attachments to.
I'm with you there. Yeah, but seeing sad Mac always makes me sad.
It's just like the
But
Spies
we can
Farewell.
hug Yo-Yo now and feel better.
Watching Mac cry is soul crushing. Like that's the main thing. Like the Spies
Yeah.
Farewell, just watching the ancillary characters sad just makes you feel really, really bad.
Sorry, bro. Don't cry, Mac. It's okay. It's okay. He can go hug
He'll
Yo-Yo.
probably be back next season
That'd be,
since the show didn't get picked up.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. More on that later.
And then, yep, very J.J. Abrams. 6 months later, and no explanation. Time jump. Boom. Emo Daisy is super emo. Oh no! That's what my feels were.
Oh,
Her
yeah.
off the fortune teller, like her doing that whole thing, and Robin Hooding the bank just to give that family a freaking life to live, and giving his daughter that Robin was like, oh my god.
That was a good payoff.
Yeah, that was really, really good, and that's what I actually like. It got a little dusty in my office when I was watching this, and no, that's what I remember because I'm like, wait, I know it was after the time jump, because I put effing time jump before oh my god feels. So yeah, it was the payoff of her and the wife and the daughter of fortune telling dude.
Yeah, that was good. So what is happening with Daisy? Ooh, I guess we'll have to wait till next season.
I'm gonna guess with new leader of Shield dude, what was Hydra Doctor somehow got as head of Shield. I'm guessing because Coulson's like, you know what, F this mess. I don't want to lead this crap anymore.
So now we have Rogue Daisy doing whatever she's doing. Coulson chasing
I'm gonna
her
guess
around.
something to do with the Sokovia Accords. Like he's like, yeah, you guys, if you're going to be super powered, you have to sign the Accords. And I'm guessing she's like, yeah, no.
Yep, nope, I guess I'm out. Peace.
That's what I'm gonna guess is happening. Is that Talbot put the nails to Coulson, and then the president put the nails to Coulson, and then Coulson's like, you know what? Fine, F this. Shield can operate out in the open again, which is kind of cool because they were all wearing Shield uniforms when they were out in the open.
So we'll see. And then we got the second stinger with Dr. What's His Face.
Yeah, Dr. Hydra making life model decoys.
Making life model decoys.
Yeah, boy.
LMD Phase 1.
Yeah.
And Ada. Which I don't know, is Ada anything significant in the life model decoy?
I think she is. I'm wanting to say she is, but I don't remember entirely. I watched this and got busy at work, so I couldn't do a lot of research on it. So, my apologies.
That's okay. So, we'll have life model decoys next season. We'll have Rogue Daisy.
Yep. Which means death is no longer actually being taken into consideration for caring.
As long as he doesn't make a Grant Ward life model decoy.
Yeah, no Grant Ward decoys. So help me God.
But they are moving it to 10 p.m. on Tuesday night, which is kind of where they put shows to die. So we'll see how season 4 plays out.
Yeah, just call it a hunch. Season 4, last season of S.H.I.E.L.D.
We'll see. We shall see.
Because I have no mouse and no quick way to click this, we're going to go ahead and just move on to the challenge show segment, where Yeah, we talk about shows that aren't normally on our rotation. Chaz, finish us up on a certain show that I can't freaking stand anymore.
I didn't finish it, but I did watch one episode that I've had kind of sitting in my back pocket for a while. Um, Season 2, Episode 19 of Gotham, entitled Azrael. And dude, Gotham, you are at your best when you are just absolutely bonkers insane. And if you can always be absolutely bonkers insane like you are in this episode, I will love you. Like, for reals. This episode was freaking awesome. Like, I had so much fun watching this episode. You got your Hugo Strange being awesome. Of course, he resurrected Galavan, which Galavan was annoying and obnoxious and dumb, but now he's crazy and like can't reconcile his death or something. But because he's memorized the entire book of Dumas, because of his family line, blah 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 blah.
Dumas.
Hugo Strange basically convinces him that he is Azrael, the Knight of Saint Dumas, and that he needs to kill. Gordon. Then he gives him some nice Azrael. Suits him up with the Azrael costume, gives him the Sword of Sin, and sends him on his way. Meanwhile, Riddler's been locked up in Arkham from, trying to frame Gordon. And he has now become like king of...
That was more growling, by the way, not snoring.
And he's become like king of Gotham. He's completely like mind screwing with everyone. Like he's learned all of the crazy people's tics and how to manipulate them, and he's basically become king of Gotham, or king of Arkham, and like controls the entire inmate population because he's just that awesome.
All right.
Riddler's being awesome, and it's great. Riddler being Riddler.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
And Hugo Strange basically telling Gordon to go F himself was good.
All right.
Gordon going to Chickless, whatever his character is, the new chief. He's like, hey, look, I know I'm not a cop anymore, but we need to inspect Hugo Strange because he's making monsters in the basement of Arkham. Chickless like, what? No, you're talking crazy. I don't believe your bullcrap. So they're sitting there arguing, and while they're arguing, from the shadows drops Azrael. Gordon, you will pay for your sins, and I'm going to God, and I will kill you. Chickless like looks over, is like, you know this guy? Who is this dude? Gordon just kind of shrugs, like, I don't know. And Azrael goes in and starts fighting and Batmaning around. And Bruce walks in because of the commotion, and police start shooting, so Azrael takes off and starts Batmaning up the wall and flying around. And they only show Bruce from the waist up, but just the look on his face watching Azrael Batman around the room, like he must have just a raging hard-on. Like just the look on Bruce's face.
By the
as
way,
he's watching
Dale,
Azrael do his thing.
Because I purposely shut my mouth during that point.
I had to say it. Just giant bat boner. Watching Azrael do his thing. So
Dale?
It's fine. I'm giving it to you. And
also, I put together bat boner. I'm giving it to you.
Crap. Anyway. So it was fun. Azrael, after watching the episode, I went back, since you and Daryl were so adamant about they're going to screw up Azrael. And there's apparently many versions of Azrael. There's 3 in the comic books and video game world. And I guess this one's supposed to isn't the same one. So it's like proto Joker and whatever else blah blah that they've been doing. Like this isn't the Azrael. This is pre-Azrael, inspired from the same something. I don't know. But it worked for me. And ultimately, at the end, he shows up at the police station, kills a bunch of cops, and almost kills Chickless. I'm not sure if he's dead or not.
All right.
Stabbed him
Can
good.
we point out here that why would anybody in their right mind be a police officer in Gotham at this point?
I don't know.
I mean,
I
had a
really
dude
don't.
literally get his head bitten off in this season.
Yes. Face
Like,
bitten
there's
off.
no reason for anybody to ever be a police
Bitten to
officer in
death.
Gotham again.
Then this guy shows up and stabs like 12 cops that are trying to protect Jim Gordon. Stabs Chickless on the roof. I don't think he's dead, but and then Gordon like shotguns his mask off and sees Galavan. And then Galavan falls off the roof onto a truck, and then the news sees him, so everyone knows that Galavan's alive now. So Penguin's watching the news, twitching, like because Penguin, for whatever, after killing his whole step family, is still hanging out in the house with their rotting corpses because he's apparently gone full cuckoo crazy, but
Coco?
whatever, Coco crazy. But
I like Coco.
I don't know. So say what you would about Gotham, it's dumb and it's ridiculous, but gosh, I had so much fun. So much fun. So much more fun watching this than I have with any episode of Arrow.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna finish out the season for sure.
All right.
And I've already seen spoiler images of Fish Mooney coming back too. So not only Galavan is being resurrected. So we'll see how that goes out. Because I was never really a big fan of her character, but whatever.
Yeah, we can't get back Balloon Man again.
Where is Mr. Cupcake? That's the most
Right?
important question.
Seriously, you give me back Mr. Cupcake and I will come back to Gotham.
I don't know if they're gonna give us that, man.
All
So,
right.
it
So
was just nuts and crazy all over the place, but it was tons of fun. Like I had a good chuckle at just the ridiculousness of it. And then even Alfred, just like at the end when Galavan's on the news, just is kind of like, what the f is happening? Alfred just calling out the show. What is
Like he
happening in
does.
this city? What is happening? This makes no sense.
it does. I'll give this show something. It does put a big stick into these people only showed up because Batman exists. So
Yeah.
I'll give them that. I will
Yeah,
give them
no.
that. This puts a disproving in this universe of, hey, these people did not just start showing up to Gotham because Batman is there.
True that. That's fair.
I'll give you that.
But Gordon's still the worst. He's still just terrible.
Of
So
course.
hopefully they can. I don't know how they're going to turn that around. How to make him not the
Recast
worst.
him?
It's too late for that.
I don't know, man.
The Riddler
Like-
is fantastic. Bruce is actually improving as he has been. He's still not terrible like he was in the first season. There's no cat in this episode.
That's a
But,
shame. Yeah, I know there was a Kat and Bruce were doing a Facebook Live session after the finale.
yeah, I'm sure she'll show up before the end. I think I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
2 or 3 episodes left. But
Um,
I'm all in, and it was fun.
I'll probably watch the season finale just to see, and then I'll watch the season premiere because we're gonna get to that here in a couple of minutes. Actually, I was gonna talk about Game of Thrones, but like it would just be me talking to myself, and I don't really feel like doing that. Also, I'm just gonna put it this way: I'm never holding the door for anybody ever again. That's all I'm going to say. I'm never, ever, ever holding the door for anybody ever again, especially after they ask me to hold the door. That's all. That's it. Also, seriously, fuck you, George R.R. Martin.
Did he have anything to do with this, though?
Yes,
Whatever
he did.
happened?
Because, like, all right, in the current season here, you know what? Just so people, if they are easily offended, where's my exploit? Are you not working? There. Just in case people are upset, yes, I'm going to talk a little bit of Game of Thrones.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
The books are now complete. Like George R. R. Martin is writing the third book, or the third book, the fifth book, no, sixth book, The Winds of Winter. But the series obviously is going to continue because it makes all of the money of all time.
Yeah, HBO's not gonna let go of that.
No, yeah, there's no way. So for the most part, it's the show writers Benioff and Weiss writing it. But they're getting a lot of input from Martin. In this episode, Hodor is the main focus and the main catalyst. Hodor, for those who don't know, is a giant-blooded simpleton who helps Bran Stark get around after his legs are pushed off after he sees Jaime Lannister screwing his sister in the first episode. I'm watching Jazz's reaction at any given point in this. So Bran is now like basically able to see all of history. And he sees Hodor before he becomes Hodor. His name is Willis. He's talking, and he's, a functional human being. And wonders what happens to him. So in this one, the White Walkers, the zombies of this series, break into the magical cave of magicalness where there's a bunch of elf people who have magicked the magic away so they can't magic inside the magic place. Until they put magic inside of the magic place by magicking magic into the dream, and then magic happens in the dream, and then the magic is broken so magic can get into the magic place. And in there, Bran has said that he can what's called warging, which is basically mind melding with creatures with limited intelligence and lower than brain function, basically animalistic brain function, or lower. Hodor being pretty much functionally brain dead, just able to say Hodor and take orders. He can warg into him. So basically, it's like, all right, crap. In order to fight these White Walkers off, hey, you need to warg into Hodor. Okay, he does that, but he does it while inside of another dream. So he basically dreams inside of a dream and then makes Hodor dream and then starts seizing, and all he hears is Mira say, "Hold the door." And the magic inside of the magic basically causes him to start spazzing out, just saying, "Hold the door, hold the door, hold the door." But in the present time, he's dying, but he's dying while he's connected to Bran, who is connected to him in the past because Bran doesn't know how to control his powers. So as present Hodor is dying, past Hodor's brain is dying. Because there's a link between current Hodor and past Hodor. And you just watch as this kid knowingly just goes into this full seizure mode. And you can watch his brain functions die as his older body dies. And then knowing that he knows that Bran caused this and is basically Bran's pack mule the entire rest of his life makes this one of the most saddest things I have ever watched. And then watching him being forced to sacrifice himself for this child that cursed him to this doomed life is just destroying. And normal people would think, hey, it's Benioff and Weiss trying to play George R. R. Martin. Good job. You can write like George R. R. Martin. And then they did I watched it on HBO Go, and they did an after the show kind of thing where Benioff and Weiss are talking about how they met with George R. R. Martin, and basically he wrote how Hodor dies. So I'm just like, you know what? It is George R. R. Martin's fault, thus winding back to Fuck you, George R.R. Martin. You are a horrible human being. Who touched you and where when you were a child? Seriously.
Oh, that's adorable.
But yeah, it's kind of confusing unless you know the context of it. And even I had to sit and think about it. It's like, oh crap, Bran existed in both Hodors at the same time, basically.
Yeah, I didn't follow that. So.
Yeah.
If I
Okay.
ever do watch Game of Thrones, you're not spoiling
Yeah.
me because I won't remember any of
He
that.
he basically mind melds with current Hodor.
And past Hodor at the same time.
Yeah, because he's still in the dream that he was in before, because he doesn't quite have he doesn't have the mastery of his powers. So he was in a dream with his Obi-Wan Kenobi, basically. They were doing dreamy stuff, and trying to basically teach Bran how to be said Obi-Wan Kenobi. But when Obi-Wan Kenobi died in the present, obviously his link was severed with Bran, and he's like, "Oh crap, I have to do something." Hodor, and then looks at Hodor as he connects with the other one. So there's a link between the three of them.
Okay.
Time travel.
Time travel.
And
Man, sounds nerdy.
It is nerdy, super nerdy, and like I was gonna say, hey, there's not a lot of nudity in this one, and then there's a giant ball sack on screen, like for a good 15-20 seconds. I'm like, all right then.
Game of Thrones.
Glad we got there. All right. At least they're getting to the point where they're okay with showing full frontal male as well as full frontal female. So it's not attractive either way because these people are gross and medieval. So
gotta balance the boobs with the dongs.
Exactly. So I'm gonna play this.
On to the news.
Wow, you still have that.
I still have that. It's our newsworthy section. A little bit coming up. Preacher, which is a comic book adaptation of the Vertigo title, premiered on Sunday. I have yet to watch it. I'm going to.
I have not watched it yet either, but I would like to.
I'm going to, I'm definitely going to watch it because Preacher is my favorite comic book of all, well, one of my favorite comic books of all time. So yeah, apparently it's pretty well done considering it's Seth Rogen doing it. So.
Yeah, I was reading about it today. Apparently, he did have to change a lot because it's on TV. But
yeah, it's not on HBO.
He tried to be as true to the spirit of the book as he could possibly be.
And I'll take it. There's a lot of really, really horrible content in that book. So if it's true to the spirit, I can take that.
Yeah. In the end, he was like, I imagine people when they start watching this are going to be like, man, I can't believe all the stuff they changed. But by the end of it, I want them to say, man, I can't believe all the stuff they were able to keep in.
You know what? I'm good with that.
I can live with that.
That's what I want to see. Although I don't know if they're going to be able to pull off the ending of the book or not because the villain that you think is the villain is not really the villain.
Yeah.
In fact, the villain will probably piss a whole lot of people off. I mean, a whole lot of people. Like, I'm talking a third of the world's population.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forgot what I was going to say. Though, like, as I was watching the preview, or the trailer and seeing the image stuff, I was like, man, that dude looks so familiar. Why can't I place him? It's driving me crazy. Oh, it's frickin' Howard Stark. Okay. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to watch this now.
Yeah, right. More Howard Stark. It's kind of Agent Carter-y.
It's the only I gotta take my Howard Stark any way I can get it.
Exactly. What's the next news story?
Well, you should say, because you're the one who cares about this.
All right, fine.
And Dale.
Yeah, Dale, the annual Orange is the New Black season 4 is premiering on the 17th of this month, meaning sometime in July there will be a Small Screen Spoiler Show special with me, Rachel, and Dale ranting and raving all about season 4 of Orange is the New Black.
Oh yeah.
More
And
Regina
then-
Spektor music. Woo!
Yeah. And so that show we did last summer, our other special, Mr. Robot, its season 2 trailer dropped, and oh my gosh!
Oh my god, it looks so good!
I want it in my eyeballs right now. Please, 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 please. But we're gonna have to wait until July 13th for Mr.
Oh my
Robot
god, why
season 2. But
are-
but I am ready for it.
Oh, my
ready
body
for
is so
Robots, Robot season 2. See Jazz.
And one last news story, which I kind of
mentioned
spoiled
earlier.
earlier.
Yeah. Marvel's Most Wanted is not happening. So maybe Bobby and Hunter will come back to S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, it's so sad that we sent you off on this very obviously cold open for your series.
Backdoor pilot.
For your series. Welcome back to the fold. You get Mac hugs.
Come back for your Mac hugs. Get all the Mac hugs you want.
Um,
And if any of you, I know this is the season finale, but next season of Small Screen Spoiler Show, if anybody out there has like shows that they want us to talk about, or even if they want us to watch an episode and give our opinion, send in some stuff. We'll listen to.
oh
you.
yeah, I want to do a lot more with the show. I would love to have a live third chair in here because while Jazz and I are great, we agree on a lot of things, and I kind of want somebody who has a very differing opinion than Jazz and I.
So we can get some fights. 'Cause those are
Exactly.
much more entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, all right, we both think that this show is man. We both think this show is man. We both love this show, and it's like, all right, I want like a person who absolutely hates Mr. Robot to come in just to argue with us.
Is there somebody who hates Mr. Robot?
I'm sure there is somewhere,
There's
and that
gotta be
person has
somebody.
no soul.
What's wrong with you?
Because I honestly think that our best discussions that we had was you swooning over Daredevil season 1 and me just like constantly going meh.
No, because even you love Jessica Jones with all of your heart, and I liked it a lot. I mean, I didn't hate it, but
Oh yeah, my roommate Matt Con Geeks Rumbled has started watching Jessica Jones, and I'm like, I was almost late because he started watching it. I'm like, all right, I really shouldn't be sitting here watching this.
so I've already seen it 5 times.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is the second episode, so yeah, this will be literally my 8th time watching the second episode.
You have a problem, man. You have a problem.
Oh, good. But yeah, I want to do something like that. I want to do more news, obviously, like that. I do want to, I want to try at least most of the geeky pilots, kind of like what we did with Supergirl and whatnot. This season, I want to at least get the pilots, maybe episode 2, because the pilots are typically some of the worst episodes of the series. So.
Unless you're Mr. Robot.
Yeah, that's why I said typically. I mean, Firefly almost had me completely turned off at the pilot. So,
Yeah.
and then episode 2 happened, and then I'm like, all right, I just need all of this now.
Give me all of this forever.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and go through most of the pilots, do pilot season kind of things. Want to do something different with the challenge shows. I want viewer feedback on challenge shows. God damn it, Dale. You make me sad every time you say that.
Watch Daredevil and Jessica Jones, Dale.
Seriously, dude.
Both of those shows are freaking great. Freaking great.
So yeah, I expect a lot out of season 3 of Small Screen Spoiler Show. And if there's a show that you want us to like Jess said, if there's a show you want us to watch, let us know. We're willing to at least watch an episode of each, and I'll watch a full 3. If I don't like it after 3, I'll stop watching it. Except for Twin Peaks. Then
Oh, that's coming out. Is that next year?
Oh my God, no! Fuck!
Okay. I won't make you watch it, but I'm
Yes, you
definitely
will.
going. I'm
And
definitely going to
I'm
watch
obligated to at least watch the pilot.
it. Oh man.
Ugh.
Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks.
Ugh. Ugh. Worst show of all time.
Or is it the best show of all time? See, that would be a good one.
And I
'cause,
watched
you know,
Biker Mice from Mars. That is the worst show of all time.
that would be a good one because we definitely disagree on Twin Peaks.
Yeah, there you go.
Though I
It's
can't
like one of
admit,
my-
I can't admit that I understand why anyone would hate Twin Peaks. Like, I totally get it. If you hate Twin Peaks, I get it. It's cool. I don't know. I can't tell you why I love Twin Peaks. I really can't.
Yeah, I can't see why you love it at all. So, yeah, I do want to. Dale's watched Twin Peaks at least. Congratulations, Dale. You watched a show from the year of your birth.
Woo!
So yeah, just let us know. We're gonna be doing a couple specials during the summer, but for the most part, we'll be back in probably October, maybe September, depending on when things start premiering again. Basically,
Yep.
it'll be pretty much the same thing when like 2 of the 3 of our shows premiere. I can guarantee we'll be back on by like the first week of October because that's when Luke Cage drops on the 30th of September.
Oh, that's right.
So we
Luke
will be back
Cage.
for at least the first week of October.
Yeah, Luke Cage.
Oh yeah, dude. All right, so if you want to get us any of this information, give us your feedback. We'd love to hear it. geekio@gmail.com. You can also shoot it to us on Facebook and Twitter at /geekio. If you message me on Facebook, I now have the Pages app on my phone, so I will actually get your messages that you send directly to the Geekio's page. So, there's that, which is nice. I will no longer have a 0% answered thing because I never knew that those messages actually came through. Thanks, Facebook. You can give us a call, of course, 727-489-4335. That is 727-489-GEEK, our website, which has all of our spoilers and show notes, geek-io.net/spoiler show, and of course you can support us over at patreon.com/geekio or geek-io.net/Amazon.
Amazon or Amazon, however if you want to pronounce it weird. But yeah, call us. Tell us some shows that you want us to watch. If you know about some news out there, about something pertaining to the kind of shows we tend to watch, let us know. We'll talk about it.
And even if it's
If you
not a
wanna-
particularly geeky show, we'll give it a watch.
Yeah. Just give us a good argument as for why we watch it.
If it
Doesn't
has
have to
the
be
word
geeky.
housewife in the title, then I'm going to have to.
Yeah, reality
have to
shows, game
require-
shows.
Yeah, those are a little hard. I mean, I give my
It has to
I
be
give my
at least some kind of serialized. Well, it doesn't have to be serialized.
I give my
but it
annual
needs to-
Hell's Kitchen, finale thing. But other than that, like reality shows and stuff like that, it's a little hard for us to do.
It needs to be narrative. Something for us
Exactly.
to talk about. So anyway, we got show titles for this week. Are you ready?
Yeah, we do. What are these?
Ready? We have Dwarf Kree. Evaporated Kree. Where could Captain America be? Man, all those rhymed. The Undercover Brother shoot. Zombie Science Sex Dolls. Mac, the Greatest Hugger. Chekhov's Daisy. Coulson Dad Jokes. Never Go Full Christ. Wow, I almost said something terrible. Raging Bat Boner. And Magic the Magic Place by putting magic in the magic.
I like that one. It's not gonna make it, but I
Yeah.
like that one.
It is a good one. But I'm between these two right here.
Yeah, I think that one's gonna get. I think Zombie Science Sex Dolls will get more SEO though.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the best SEO. But Mac is the greatest hugger.
He is the greatest hugger. So yeah, I think that
That's
one.
okay.
And
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
going for the SEO. Sorry,
Yeah.
Daryl. Not in the list, but Mac is the
But I
greatest
mean,
hugger.
we have to put voice to truth. Mac is the greatest hugger. So on that note, folks, that is it for this season of Small Screen Spoiler Show. Thank you so much for joining with us this entire season. There's another one in the bag. Greatly, I had a lot of fun this season. This was I like this. We definitely got our footing together, and it's like this felt like Buffy season 2 to our Buffy season 1 last year.
Yeah, things are a little more solid, and I'll definitely be finishing Gotham. I'm definitely gonna be watching Mr. Robot season 2. I'm
Oh yeah.
considering Wayward Pines season 2 since I watched the first season, but I don't know. Like, I liked the first season, but I don't know if I could handle another season of that show. But I'll be back to report on anything that I catch up with. And I'll probably doing some catch up on Arrow and Flash since I won't have other things to distract me.
I will. And also Legends of Tomorrow when that hits on Netflix. Yeah. Legends of Tomorrow is definitely more Flash than Arrow. Like
yeah,
I think they.
that one. And it's only like 8 episodes, something like
that. No, it's a full season. It got a full season.
Oh, okay. It's expensive, and they didn't.
Oh, sorry, half season.
Okay.
I think it's 12 episodes. But I think they obviously have got their. But they're so far into the darkness with Arrow that they can't really drag themselves out.
And it's not just the darkness; it's the whining, and the moping, and the emo, and the soap opera-ness of it that I can't stand.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna finish out season 3, and I think that's all that's on Netflix unless season 4 drops.
I think it drops not in June, but I think it's going to drop in July.
Okay, you went super robot-y, but I think you said it drops in July.
That's what I read somewhere. I don't remember where. Nothing official.
All right, well, I'll try and power through that.
There you go. All right, folks. So on that note, for the last time of a regular season, we will see you in a few months with the returning Small Screen Spoiler Show. We love you guys. Send us feedback. Tell us what you want to see. Which luck would you like?
Best of luck. Fare thee well. See you next season. Hugs and kisses.
From people who are not nearly good enough huggers as Mac.
Hugs from Mac.
This has been a podcast of the Geek Out Media Network, where you put your geek in and geek out. For more geek, you can head over to geek-io.net. Copyright 16. All right. Roll and broadcast, please.